interrupt.
If you stay hungry, it builds character.
It will what?
It builds character.
You build hunger builds character.
Yeah.
All right, I think Sharia
You
has a special attitude to hunger too, which you might in Ramadan at the end of that.
Try not to eat, you will lose your character as well.
Okay. So
all right, please go on and please don't disturb the presenter. It's very exhausting and very stressful.
okay, so the second technique is called mudaraba. It's a profit sharing. You need to run a business, you don't have the money, you get the financing from a bank. The bank enters as a partner with you. They are the financing party by the money, and you are the person who manage this. You are the person who managed this business. So previously, there's a profit sharing while the business is going on. There's a profit sharing. The bank has its profits, and the person who is managing has also gets some profits. And by that, you are running a business. The bank is benefiting from this business. You are benefiting from profiting in this business, and that's the way things goes on. The other similar thing is called musharaka, where both the person and the bank, they are partners by like money, financing this business project, 50%, 50%, whatever. For example, you pay 50% and the bank pay 50%. You run a business. Previously, you agree on the profit. Most probably, it's the percentage of the people how many everyone participates in this business. And at the same time, the loss, if it happens on the percentage of each one participates. For example, if you participate 25%, you lose 25%. Everyone loses as much as they participate to, because no one is acceptable to lose more than what they participate. It's only as much as you participate. These are the main three principles of the Islamic banking. So I hope it was maybe a bit fast. We took more about murabah more than mudaraba and musharaka, but those at least are the three main principles. As I said, murabah is most popular because it's for like personal financing and retail financing, while others are more into business and investments and these stuff. They're growing by time, and many institutions and banks, especially in the Middle East, are using these basics of banking and financing based on Islamic finance. The other thing is called zakat. Zakat is something that a Muslim must do. It's like praying and fasting. We have four things to do: pray, fast, pay the zakat, and the hajj that each year we do in Saudi Arabia. Maybe you saw that in Mecca. So zakat is each person pays every year part of their money. It's 2.5%. Part of the money they have to, for example, the government or whoever who are controlling the money in the country. So this is paid because in order to pay it back to poor people and to help poor people who can't, for example, who don't have money or who don't have income, for example. But of course, let's say something. For me, for example, I'm working now here. I'm paying every month, 27% taxes of my salary, which more than a quarter of my salary paid as taxes. This is actually not the same in zakat. For example, I'm having $1,000 a month or euros a month, and I spend 1,000 euros a month. Then I don't have to pay zakat because this money I need to live. But if I have an income of 4,000 euros a month and I spend 1,000 and I save 3,000 euros, then I have to pay something called zakat on the 2.5% every year of the money that I don't need to live, extra money. That
is it also the money which you earn in the foreign country? Like,
excuse me?
In Czech Republic?
Is it also the money you earn in Czech Republic, for example?
Yes, everything you have.
So it's like,
Whether in any place.
Is it the like personal feeling, this zakat, or how can
Are you
force
obliged?
you?
Are you?
Yes, we have to do. So
Is
as I
it
said,
in the law? Like, or?
yes, it's in Quran. It's written in Quran. It is fast, pray, and pay zakat. Those three most important things. So this zakat, the money, are used to spend. You want to ask?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
how do you calculate the basis for the zakat? How
Yes.
do you need to
I
put some kind of
expected that
accounting?
I expected that question from
And what is eligible cost?
There's something called nisab. This nisab is the minimum money you have in order to be.
Okay.
If you have more than this minimum level, then you must pay zakat. If you have less than this minimum level, then you don't have to, like you are maybe poor or something like that. This level, changes from time to time. $10 today, not like $10 20 years ago. Every country.
Or last year?
So
Yeah,
it's
or
like,
last year, exactly. Or before 2 weeks.
Yeah, or before 2 yeah, exactly.
So this minimum level is, yearly updated, depends on each country. If they have this minimum level that someone exceeds it, then they must pay zakat. As I said, the money that's, that it's collected from the zakat should be spent on poor people and for food, for dress, for anything. Of course, if you are, yes,
yeah.
just let me complete that.
Okay.
Of course, if you are a rich person, you have to pay, for example, 1,000. This is the thing you should pay after the calculation. Okay, let's assume this is the number. But if you have more money, it will be better. It's as a charity. For example, if you pay 1,200, so you can also have charity extra when paying this zakat, because at the end it's being spent on poor people in order to maintain all, kind of equity between poor and rich people in the country. And I guess it's a lot better than deducting from my salary every month 27%. I would like to have this more than the 27% deduction every month. So yeah, Marie.
But it's like this kind of zakat, for example, it's ability of government to supervise of the level. We can say like it's like a basket of the services which you need to live on general life. Yeah. And zakat is something like above of this basket. Yeah. And the government should supervise of this amount each month. Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
each year.
Each year.
Yeah. Of course, the government nowadays, they can't force me, if I'm Jordanian living in Jordan, the government can't force me to pay zakat. Why? Because zakat is something in religion and something between you and God. It's the same. The law or the country can't force me to pray.
And it's the same in Germany, you also
Exactly.
have the church tax.
Exactly. So it's the same thing.
It's true.
What
yeah.
church?
The religion it obliges us to pay this zakat, but the government can't do that because it's something, relation between a person and the religion and between the God. As I said, nobody can put you in jail because you're not praying or you're not fasting. It's part of.
On the other hand, here in Czech Republic we must pay taxes. So
Yeah. So
fair.
these are the principles of the economic. Also, contracts was in Islam a long time ago. That the old type is that a person who's buying, selling, and two witnesses. They sign on a paper, for example. This is called a contract. Two witnesses who are known to be who never lie, for example, who are trusted, and after like 1 month or 1 year, they won't say no, we didn't see that. They should be trusted. Two people, seller and buyer, they can do this contract. This was, of course, a long time ago. Now there are courts, there are lawyers, there are all these things, but it was mentioned a long time ago. So yeah, these all the principles. It's a big, it's a science. Actually, it's finance. We study finance at universities for years. It's the same that there's a university in England which is teaching Islamic finance. Not only finance, Islamic finance as an own bachelor degree, as like separate bachelor degree, and you get a certificate on it. I guess it's getting larger. I read on the internet also the numbers are getting bigger and bigger. Still, of course, not compared with the normal banking system of the whole world, but still it's available and it's still available. So if you have further questions, yes, Mark.
Yeah, I would